Okay,
God damn it, Jordan.
and we're back.
Hey. I made this great pun and he cut me off.
I did.
Only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the
I guess this means you'll never know.
Are you doing the world a service?
Where, why, and how?
Caused all this pain and death.
Is somebody chasing me?
What?
Is somebody chasing me?
When you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with yourself.
You hear that
didn't you say the
music?
monsters run slightly faster than you?
They used to. Door.
Man,
Well,
if the
then.
terrors of the night ever figured out how to operate the lock, then, you know, we'd be totally screwed.
Oh yeah, that would be screwed. Huh. So that happened. So don't use the lantern is what I learned from that.
So do all of these loading screens just have, like, the roped up hands, or is that just, like, this area?
I think that's this area. Because they didn't used to have that until I got here. But I don't know if
You know, it might
that's...
be a good idea to actually find out what was chasing us.
I knew something was chasing us because you heard the music. And I don't think it's a traditional monster, the one we... I'm pretty sure it's the one we offered the other monster remains to get past it. And the one I taunted, actually. I think it's that one.
Great. So now the monsters that you hunt, the monster that eats them is hunting you.
Yes. I'm just gonna crouch the entire fucking way now. I don't give a fuck.
So any clue what this monster looks like?
Oh.
Oh, SharePlay stops in 3 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort that out. I'm just gonna quickly save this here so that I can actually allow Richard to keep on watching. Be back in a second. And we're back.
No technical difficulties can defeat
Golden
me.
Cage. What is your name?
Wait, engage cage. Did I
That
just see
one.
something behind you?
Please no.
It looked like it was something on 4 legs.
4 legs? Definitely not then. Nothing is on 4 legs in this game. Unless
Did you,
it is
did
in
you
machine
actually
for
see the
things.
monster that ate the thing?
Yes I did. Everything's on 2 legs.
Man, could help if there wasn't all this red mist in the air.
Yeah,
Mr.
now
Doom guy when he
I
did it.
have to be very stealthy. So I have no idea where it is. I can't just keep running back to the fucking entrance every single time. As much as I would like to do that, I'm gonna gain no, ground from that. But the moment I turned my lantern on, it started chasing me, so... I think I should be somewhat okay as long as I don't turn my lantern on.
So do you know the rules about this particular monster?
I know there's very
If
bad
it has
eyesight.
any?
There's very bad eyesight, which is why you can hide from it. I hear it. If you hear this music, it means that it's nearby. There it is.
Oh.
You don't see anything. You don't see fucking anything.
Which way did it go?
Holy shit, did you see it just stop fucking there?
Yep.
My sandy's
yeah,
getting
the screen
fucked if I
shaking.
look that way. So I'm pretty sure whenever the sandy starts getting fucked, if you look a certain direction, that's where the monster is.
Let's just keep going then, I guess.
You're going this way. I think this is probably a direction to a torture room.
So is that the same type of monster as usual, or something else?
No, that's not from early game. But I think now at this point in the game, it is.
So it sees not as good, I'm assuming.
No, it might actually have worse eyesight than the previous one. I'm not sure though. So since it's out there, I'm just gonna
like
shut that.
plus to me.
Oh, ow! I can't see.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during
Oh,
the
the
procedure.
wheel.
They can be bound around the circumference. or simply
Yes, the
stretched
berserk fan in
across,
me recognizes
tying
that.
ribs to the spokes and reels.
Yeah, they do.
All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps.
Oh no,
When
the
you have
gaps.
decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Yeah, these guys were screwed up. I remember that one of these guys is the guy you play as. So, am I ... No, sight headache. Oh, sight headache only. Okay, fair enough. Should I play Skull Toss with the monster at some point? Do you think this is basically what Squid Menace looks like at this point? Why is my thing shaking so much? Even okay, my sanity went worse from me being in here.
Okay,
I just
it's a
bashed the
sledgehammer.
monster
How
around the
can you-
head with this thing. I mean, I guarantee I can't. It'll probably just bounce off.
I guess
me,
it being a horror game, but like, it kind of doesn't even make sense to a certain point where you can't fight back against these things when you have a giant sledgehammer.
All horror games are the same though. So this is the wheel. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around its leg, stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy.
I would have gone
Rich,
to the head if it was
you-
mercy.
do you want to explain this one a bit more? Because I'm not entirely positive about this one. How to describe it.
Typically, they just kind of tie them to the wheel and then sort of break their limbs off with blunt force. Like snap them off like twigs. Not pleasant.
Wheel of torture!
Somehow I don't see that catching on.
Oh, I worked forever on that pitch. Okay, so how many pieces of orb do I have? I have 4. Since there was 3 in the other place, I'm gonna assume there's 3 in this area. Also, I'm just gonna... Okay, Santi seems okay. Okay, it's
Yeah, I
not
think I'm just
great,
gonna
but
assume
fine.
that it's Dark Souls reference because Dark Souls referenced it from Berserk, so eventually we're just going to have a giant conger of torture wheel references.
I mean, this just... The fuck? This has all of the old medieval tortures though, so... And this is so old, this is... I won't be surprised... Well, actually, when did Dark Souls come out?
I'll Google it.
Okay. Google when Dark Souls came out, to Google when this came out. I hear it. I hear it. I'ma hide like a little bitch. Just in case.
2009 was Demon Souls. So that doesn't help.
I hear the fucking thing.
Dark Souls was 2011.
I think I saw it down there because my sanity started going to shit.
And Amnesia was 2010, so this was actually before Dark Souls.
So I thought this might have been.
God damn it. So I get no torture wheel reference, Conker?
No, you don't. Unless you put this one at the front.
I mean, Berserk came before Amnesia.
Well, maybe do Berserk then Amnesia. Or you can just put the actual medieval torture first. Also, this was 2010. Holy shit.
Hmm.
Can you still hear that monster, by the way? I think I
No,
can't hear it
actually.
anymore.
My headphones are a tad too effective at noise cancelling.
Oh, damn you. Oh shit, there's nothing over here. Great. I hear more. I think there's a water monster down there.
Even other water monsters anyway.
What?
Even other water monsters anyway.
I don't fucking know. The one time that we would see the is
There are cockroaches on the screen.
Yeah, there are. That's
Is
about
that
to
an
ask
insanity
you
thing?
No, I
Or
think
this is some sort of Rick and Morty answer my eyes Johnson situation.
I don't know. Problem is, I think the monsters are around here somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for going too far around. I think I'd just go for the straight shot.
I think there's a door straight this way. That way is the monster, I think.
Is it more than one of these things?
No.
Your screen's going blurry.
Yeah, it's down there is where it is.
You may want to stop looking then.
There it is.
Yeah, I noticed.
Let's go around. It's going that way.
Yeah, I imagine this would be a lot more eerie if I could actually hear the noises they make.
You hear the like
And I can just barely hear it, but it's muted. This is kind of why I prefer to play single player games with no mic.
oh, fair enough. To be fair, I have mine coming through the headphones quite loud at the moment, so I have it loud enough so I can definitely hear this. And I can't hear you. I have a pretty good balance at the moment. I sound like a fucking rat jumping around. Right is definitely not going to be the right way in this case, by the way. That's something I pretty much determined. Because I'm pretty sure I'm on the opposite side to the thing
Yeah,
earlier.
there's the collapsed pillar.
Yeah.
The right was not right, right?
Sure, why not? I'm going to assume that this is that this way will lead to the second to last area I need to go to. In the way of this. Wait a minute. Fungi! I need this. This is quite
Thanks,
sharp and
John, not like you too.
break open. How'd you break a thing open? What do I have?
I
I mean,
a hammer and chisel.
Hammer and Chipper looks like it can just break through that. Poison gland. And now regain my sanity. Fuck yeah.
The thing is though, you said that thing doesn't have good eyesight. Does it have good hearing?
Yes.
Is that a cow?
Do you know this? I thought you knew this torture.
Oh yeah. That one might actually be my least favourite.
Yeah,
This is disturbing that
would-
we're so knowledgeable about medieval torture.
The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. Screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull below. A bellow.
Freshly cooked traitor, Mama's special.
Where's
At
the
least you can
orb?
hide in there.
Where's the orb? There's an orb in every one of these. There's gotta be an orb here somewhere. There's a tinderbox. Give me the tinderbox.
Is the screen shaking again?
Don't worry about it.
That can come in here.
No, it can't. If it did come in here, we would hear it bash open the door.
Ah.
There it is.
Oh, is that a...
Oh, also,
Zombie
this is the thing
chicken.
we can... Also, I noticed I can do this. How in the hell did they even manage to make that back in medieval times?
If only
How
they
did
could
they-
show the same creativity in horribly murdering people as they did at, you know, basic technology, sewage.
So, they managed to, like, somehow, they managed to make screams turn into a cow mooing by attaching a pipe to this.
On the bright side, it would make for like the world's most epic interrupting cow who sort of punchline.
Yes, yes it would. Okay, so now there should be one more thing left for me to get, because 6 makes sense. And I
Can you
have,
have enough of them?
I have all of the ingredients for that mixture thing. I have no idea where I attach them though. It could be in
the
here
jar?
somewhere. Can I just combine them like that? That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I
try
could
putting the
just do
bone in the
that.
jar or something.
Oh, whoops. Can't add anything directly to the blood
You
cells. This needs to
purify
be
it.
purified first. Okay.
How do you purify it?
I mean, there's gotta be a room where I can do stuff with this at some point. Is this just... No, this is the actual right... This is the way back to the main area.
So
But
can you throw any
actually-
distracting items?
What?
Like I'm wondering if like you could throw a match to distract this thing since fire seems to you know.
I might be able to distract it with by throwing a rock somewhere. Try and listen out.
To be honest, this thing isn't particularly threatening because it can't see.
I think it can see, considering it can hit you. I think it's just like, its eyesight's poor. It's like kind of like a T-Rex, except it can actually see if you're just standing still right in front of it. It just has poor right sight if you're like here, and it's over there somewhere.
Is it programmed to follow you or something? 'Cause it's a pretty big room. So it's
Oh,
a
wait.
pretty big coincidence that it keeps running into you.
One
I'm
second.
assuming that's where
I
you go
just
to
got
market.
I just got a message come through. Never mind, that was just my my phone telling me that it's charged enough. So by the way, that's gotta be the last room I need to go to. So
I'd assume so.
I need to get across at some point.
Hmm.
I don't think that was the monster.
What is all this red stuff in the air anyway?
I have no idea. My sanity seems to be fine if I look that way at the moment. But I don't know if it just kind of patrols the same area constantly, or if it is programmed to go in different directions at points.
What we don't want to be is trying to cross the bridge at the same time as it.
It's behind me, it's behind me, it's behind me.
Well, go in the opposite direction then. I mean, just a suggestion.
I am. Is that going blurry?
It would be a really bad time to find out there's more than one of them.
Oh, that would suck.
I mean, how do you know there is more than one?
Honestly, I don't.
That's reassuring.
But I have yet to see in this game more than one monster in one area like this.
So it just came up with a thing saying I can't operate the PS4 with voice commands.
What do you mean? Oh, why?
I don't know.
Why did that happen? Just gonna close that behind me. I think I also remember the last.
Is this
Yep.
because of my accent? Am I being
Yep.
oppressed right now?
There it is.
Oh well, you can't have a celebration of medieval torture without that thing turning up, can you?
Nope, you can't. Medieval torture is made. But it's basically made by the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maid and
That doesn't fill me with confidence, Rich. That's a health
What?
potion.
oh yeah, we discussed this.
Loads of them. I have 4 of them, and I have 4 things of oil.
I mean, imagine a game like this wouldn't load you up with health potions for an encounter because if you get caught, you're screwed anyway.
If you caught, I think you can tank 2 hits and then you die. If you're on full health, which I don't think I am, few cuts and bruises. If you're on like exactly full health, I think you'll tank 2 hits and then you'll need laundromans or your next hit will kill you. Okay, this is absolutely gonna like jump out to me, right?
Oh, definitely. Or there's something in it.
Wow. That was anticlimactic as hell. I'm gonna find the
unpredictable.
orb before I click on that. And there we go. Yep, last piece of the orb.
Sweet.
I don't know where I go to attack, like join all that potion stuff together, but the only thing I can see is just to, well, leave.
There's a bone over there, is that like relevant?
I think that just remains from some random, yeah,
Yeah.
from somebody who wasn't here. And for those of you who are stupid enough to not realize what the hell this is, I mean, look at the goddamn thing. The Fogger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had been ruptured and began to leak. Basically, they'll put you on this thing, and there's a perfect way you can stand in this where you'll be fine. Everything will close in around you, and then they'll leave you there. And eventually you'll get tired, and when you move even the slightest bit, any one of these spikes will impale you, and that bit of pain will spark another bit of pain, well, which will jerk another body part forward or backwards, and slowly you just keep getting impaled over and over and over and over again.
Not pleasant.
No, really not pleasant. It's good observation skills, Richard.
Fantastic torture. Can confirm 10 out of 10. Would do again.
Not my
To be honest, no, nothing beats the Iron Bull. Or the Gold Bull, or whatever it's called. Brass Bull? Brass Bull.
Yeah, I think I have to
Sounds
agree with you on
dangerously
that one.
close to
The
another
brass...
certain- There's a lad up there.
1 second. Well, I just got asked by Katie if I can come on GTA, and then she replied with saying, and she also said, unless you're doing your drunk thing.
Your drunk thing.
Yes, I am doing my drunk thing. Okay.
God, they make it sound like some sort of superhero alter ego.
Drunk thing. I am drunk man, with the power of drunk.
Leading like a secret sexy double life.
He's absolutely gonna be in front of me somewhere, right? Or it is absolutely gonna be in front of me somewhere.
Yeah, it's gender neutral. You use the proper terms, it's 2017.
I'm just gonna call it, I'm pretty sure it used to be a man that was tortured, so... That's the shadow. Hey, monster! Over here, motherfucker!
Ralph, like right behind you. Just ganks
If
your
I
ass.
just did that, he's just literally standing in my goddamn face. It's like, oh no! Such filthy thought. Good men can safely clear this parchment. Something about not being missed. I think we saw that earlier.
So I'm assuming the shadow thing is bad news.
The shadow things, like, have you seen the red goop yet?
No.
Okay, basically throughout the game, there's this red goop that keeps appearing everywhere. And it it harms you if you stand in it. And that is basically the thing that is shortening your lifespan, and you will eventually die to it. Also, I just realized, depending on when my parents go to bed, I might be able to finish this tonight. So that shaking is the shadow. So you'll probably see the red gloops very, very, very soon.
Oh dear lord, there's jam coming out of the walls.
Pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for fire's tonic before attempting to mend the ore, there might still be a chance for you.
But you have to put it into that, what's it called?
Please, my fate is in your hands.
Maybe?
Nope. I don't
Did I
think
just like Google how to use it?
I think I have to go back to where I've already been. There was not a single room in there. I think I actually have to go back to the chancel. I might have to fill in the old pieces and then I might actually find it. I don't know. A fear had begun to shroud him again. He reached once more for the oh, I've seen that already. Fucking bollocks. I mean, I guess I just go back here. That's different. That's very different.
So is this thing just chasing you now? Oh.
Crap! 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 Oh, what the? How was I supposed to sleep? What? How was I supposed to escape that?
You see that oh I just said a second ago?
Yeah?
That was me looking up
Wait,
the walkthrough and
what?
seeing that part coming.
What was? Hazel spent. That was supposed to happen, wasn't it? There's no way around that. Hazel spent the whole summer in bed. He used to read after helping his father with his work. In his mind, he was like the and as long as he sure, and as long as he kept telling the story, she would not die. You bastard! I will kill you! I definitely can kill
My
you.
god, it looks like demonic Sackboy.
So, with that bullshit that Richard knew about, I will
Like
see you in the
literally about a
next part.
second before it happened.
I
It
will
could
see
not have been
you.
timed better.
I'll see you in the next part, which may be the last one. But goodbye for now.
Toodles!